Hey, what's up everybody? This is Panaorios, so welcome back to No Man's Sky. Last episode was pretty good for us. We made a good bit of starting units by finding both a freighter and a abandoned place that had the whispering eggs. So we came out of last episode a millionaire. So we currently have 4.4 million and we have 273 nanite clusters. So we might be able to get some upgrades a little later on. But today we're actually going to be doing our first jump. So let's actually get into that. So let's get to the galaxy map and let's see where we want to jump to. Now we could follow this red path here and get to the galactic core, but let's see if we can go to someplace not on the beaten path. So the dominant life form in this system is the Gek. I want to try to find a system that has a different race in it. So let's see if we can find a different system. Okay, we have this one here, the Viking. This is a race we haven't met yet. But let's jump to this system here. It didn't exactly tell us where to go. So this glitch here happens from time to time where we get this black screen. Sometimes we'll actually see the galaxy as we're flying, but other times we'll get this black screen. But here we are, in the new system. Anomalous subspace signal detected. Is that the space station? It must be. But let's check out these planets first. Let's see. So let's see if we have any special planets here. Message amplified. Okay, looks like we have to go down here. Is this the paradise planet? We might be able to make this our home. It's a viridescent planet. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it looks like it's full of water. That might be interesting. We'll see. Let's check out, let's scan this planet over here. Come on, let's get the angle right. There we go. Let's see, what kind of planet are you? Decaying nuclear planet. Okay, we're definitely not going there. It does have uranium though. That might be useful. Now what I like to do when I first come to new systems is I like to go to the space station and talk to some of the aliens here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can also grab an upgrade for our exosuit. Because each one of these space stations, like I said before, has that exosuit slot so that we can buy an upgrade for our suit. Now we're gonna put it in the main slot. We're not gonna put it in the cargo slot because those drop pods that if you fix up give you a free upgrade, we're gonna use those for the cargo slots. Because each time you spend units on cargo slots, the price goes up. And yeah, even though we do have 4 million units, I might as well save that for something like a new ship. So let's go ahead and pop it here. We could, like I said before, put it in the cargo slot, but that's gonna cost us 100,000. And we could put it in the technology slot, but we don't have any technology right now that we need to worry about. So let's just pop it here for 5,000 units. And we have an extra slot. Alright, so let's see. What else do we need to do? We need to go talk to the other side, to some of the aliens over there. But here we have the Viking race. You already know that this little guy here is a Gek, but now we have the Viking here. So let's talk to some people. Still don't know any of your language, but let's see if your dialogue's any different. The aliens' pheromones fill the room with a scent designed to put me at ease. They seem to have some tasks they require help with. Okay, I guess we can help him with whatever he needs help with. The life form hops about happy. They wave, as if to wish me good luck. Okay, what do you want me to do? Scan plants? Okay, I can do that. That's super easy. Alright, so I'm gonna go around and talk to some more people and maybe see what else anybody has to offer me. But we're gonna get down to the planet and see what that signal's about. I just talked to this guy and I learned a word for interloper. That happens to be the Viking's favorite word, is interloper. See, there it is, pops up already. Alright, I'm giving this guy my multi-tool, and I think we should be able to get a new one from him. Oh, okay, so we have a multi-tool here. Let's compare the slots. So our original multi-tool only has 5 slots. But this one comes with a bolt caster. But these slots here we're gonna have to repair with some resource. Now I feel like I probably should just grab this just because it has more slots. We'll have to rebuild our terrain manipulator, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I think I'm going to take this. And let's see what it takes to repair our multi-tool. 200 chromatic metal there. We need a technology module here, here, and here. Okay, so these technology modules we can actually buy from the Galactic Trade Terminal. So it looks like we need 2, 4, 6. Alright, so let's go over here and buy 6 of these. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up 6 of these technology modules and we can fix up our new multi-tool. So let's see, we need, 2 here. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, and this is the last one. So now we have 3 extra slots freed up that we can use to bring back our terrain manipulator. Looks like we need carbon nanotubes and dihydrogen jelly. Let's see if I can actually make that now. So let's see, we need, how many of these? Was it 2 or was it 3? I can't believe I forgot that quickly. We need 2, okay. Good lord. What a terrible short-term memory I have. Alright, so let's build 2 of these, and we need some dihydrogen jelly, which is here. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. Let's see, where do we want to put it? I guess we're going to leave this space open just in case we get any upgrades, so I guess I'll put it here. Okay, so we pretty much have the same multi-tool we had before, but we get the addition of a boltcaster and a couple of extra slots. Now I could, you know what, I'm just going to do this. We're going to repair this last slot because we do have the chromatic metal and it's pretty easy to fix. So there we go. We have a fully repaired multi-tool. So I'm going to go around and talk to some more of these Viking, see if there's anything extra we can get from them. And then we're going to hop down to the planet and see what that signal's about. Alright, we're going to check out the bounty guy. Let's see if he has anything for us this time. Because the last GAC guy didn't have anything. And it doesn't look like he has anything either. Maybe we get bounties a little later on. Because it doesn't look like these 2 people have anything for us. But everyone else here didn't really have much to say. But I did grab some information on directions. So we do have 2 other places to check out if we want to. But let's get out of here and let's see what this signal is. So I think there's only 3 planets in this system. I don't think I checked this one. No, I did. Okay, so there's only about 3 planets in this system. And the one we have to go to... Oh wait, did I not check this? Let's check this one. A forsaken planet. Salt, pure ferrite, and copper. Okay, so none of the planets here are too good. We might actually have to do another jump to find something halfway decent. But where do we need to get to? We have a trading post down here, if I remember correctly. But the signal we need to get to... Okay, here we go. So it looks like if I don't click the mission, it won't actually show me where the marker is. I guess that makes sense. So let's hop down here and let's see what's at the planetary outpost. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the Viridescent planet. And it does look to have a bit of water around. So let's land here. This is actually a trading post. There might be a couple of these on different planets. But this is how we can sell stuff without having to go to the space station. So we got temperate weather, passive sentinels, ample flora, and generous fauna. So this planet's pretty decent. But I don't think I want to stay here just yet. But let's get over here and talk to this guy. Let's see what he has to say. Nope, that's the wrong guy. And I'm looking at this guy's butt. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to talk to the guy behind you. Let's ask for directions. Alright, ooh, drop pod. Okay, we're gonna go check that out, definitely. We can get a free cargo slot. Alright, Captain Goga. Likelihood of travel anomaly now beyond 2 standard deviations. Suggest further aid. Blueprint offered. Unlike the other lifeforms I have met so far, this one speaks in a language I understand, and yet I cannot comprehend their meaning. They speak as if they do not know what they are saying, as if their mind is not their own. The alien offers me a blueprint, a means to construct my own antimatter. Nice, so now we can jump whenever we want to. I take the antimatter blueprint. Whoever's leaving this trail has some design, but what it is, I cannot fathom. There is nothing to do but to continue to follow. Alright, so now we can make our own antimatter, which only takes chromatic metal and condensed carbon. That's not too bad. I'm going to talk to the rest of these people here, and then we're going to go check out that drop pod. This guy also needs some help. Let's see what he needs from us. We have to locate a missing person. Target is in this direction. How far is he? Okay, we'll go find that person for him. That should be something that we can do real quick. Alright, flag bearer Kamchenk. Still don't know what you're saying, but you have anything for us? As I approach, the life form stuffs something smelling furry into a pocket. They fidget uncomfortably, attempting to speak over the persistent squeaking. Alright, I think we're gonna leave this guy alone. I look away, giving the warrior a moment to adjust themselves. Okay, maybe he has an animal or something? Who knows? Alright, but anyways, let's hop over and find this missing person and complete this small little quest that guy just gave us. You know, if I can actually fly correctly. That was a terrible takeoff. I'm so glad my ship didn't blow up. But then again, these things can take quite a bit of damage anyways. I wish it was daytime. This planet actually seems pretty nice. We might actually come back here eventually, but I definitely want to keep going along and find the perfect planet. Okay, that didn't take too long. Let's get in here and find this person who's supposedly missing. Alright, sir, somebody's looking for you. You should probably go and talk to your friend. Flag bearer Fajinao. Interloper. Told you, their favorite word. The mystery of the disappearing life form has been solved. I am sure the client would be thrilled that the situation has been resolved without any loss of life. I should transmit the coordinates to let them know of my success. Alright, let's transmit. I transmit the location of my target. The client may do what they will. Oh, maybe? Hopefully he's looking for him for good reasons and not to kill him. Ooh, another multi-tool. And this one is an S-class multi-tool. No way. Corvor's Arc Blaster. Am I really gonna buy this? We did just get a new multi-tool. But it's an S-class. I feel like we have to. You know what? Whatever. We're gonna do it. I don't even think I have an S-class multi-tool in my other game. We just picked up a new multi-tool, fixed it, and now we have an S-class multi-tool. Wow. This thing looks pretty nice. I've never seen that little crystal there. But it looks like we need to reinstall our terrain manipulator yet again. So I'm going to do that real quick and then we're going to get moving. Alright, so the terrain manipulator is installed. I turned in the mission for that missing person. And now we have to go in, take a look at this drop pod, and get a free cargo slot. Hopefully this thing is easy to fix. And we can get our cargo slot and be on our way. Well, let's land here. We're not going to get a free takeoff, but that's not too big of a deal. Let's see what we need to fix this drop pod. Exosuit upgrade. Alright, what do you need from me? You need sodium nitrate, which I can make by refining some sodium. You need oxygen. You need ionized cobalt. And you need antimatter. Okay, so I will show you guys how to find cobalt. And antimatter, we just learned the recipe for that. So let's go ahead and grab that antimatter. What else did it need? It needed sodium nitrate. So let's go ahead and make up some sodium nitrate. Okay, so all we need is sodium in the input slot, which we have a bit of. And let's drop some... I don't have enough carbon. Let's drop the condensed carbon in there. And let's let that make. And we need to go and find some cobalt. So cobalt you can actually get from these rocks inside of caves. Ooh, we have an animal here. Hello. You look positively disturbing. You're like a crab mixed with something else. But it looks like you're friendly. Let me actually break this so I don't die. These things are also annoying. I probably should scan it before I break it, shouldn't I? Oh, looks like I don't need to. Okay. Well, let's break you. So those things frequent in caves as well, so I gotta be careful of that. But as you can see here, cobalt comes from these little rocks that are inside of caves. I know we're at the entrance of a cave now, but deeper in the cave are more of these little rocks that give us cobalt. And if we put this in the refiner, we can get ionized cobalt. So I'm gonna go and mine up a bunch of this stuff and we can get some ionized cobalt. Okay, and there's the ionized cobalt. That should be everything we need. Let's grab this. Yeah, so that should be everything we need. So let's see if I actually got everything. So that was the sodium nitrate and the oxygen. That's done. We got the ionized cobalt and we have the antimatter. Awesome. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be putting these free upgrades that costs nothing into our cargo slot. So now we have an extra cargo slot. So we can pop something else in here. We have the carbon in there. Let's move this over. And let's see, let's something else that we probably should put in there. Let's throw the oxygen in there. Just for now. So according to our log, the next thing we have to do is fuel the hyperdrive. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe we need to make a warp cell. So I have the antimatter here that we crafted. I actually made 2 of these. And we need to make something called an antimatter housing. And it looks like I need some more ferrite dust. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Okay, so we got the ferrite. And let's make this antimatter housing. And now the next we have to do is actually make the warp cell. So now we have a warp cell. So let's go ahead and refuel our hyperdrive and we can make another jump. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more materials before we make this next jump. And then we can head to the next system. Now before we leave this system, we have to check out one more thing. I actually got directions from this while I was talking to the Viking on the space station. But we have to go and check out this ruin. If I get lucky enough, this might be another way that we can make a little bit of extra money. So I'm gonna hop over to this ruin and let's see if it's the type that will let us make a little bit of money. Oh, it looks like I'm getting scanned by somebody. Are we actually gonna get into my first battle here? I might actually get into my first ship battle. Okay. I think our guns are pretty decent. We do have the rockets and we do have the photon cannon. Alright, here we go. I wanted to wait for this, but it looks like we're just gonna get attacked while flying to our next part. Now, this edition of third person has been amazing for ship battles. And those rockets do so much damage. But we're able to get around very easily. And once you destroy ships in this game, definitely blast towards them so you can grab the resources that they drop. You definitely don't want to lose out on some magnetized ferrite. There we go. And I feel like the battles have gotten so much easier in this game. Okay, we're gonna get back down to the planet. That battle was sort of anticlimactic, but we did get our increased standing with the Viking. So that always helps. Alright, so we're approaching the ruin. I'm hoping it's the one that allows us to dig underground, but it doesn't look like it. We might actually learn some words of the Viking language here. But this one just happens to be on an icy planet, which is cool. I never thought of settling down on a snow planet. I think I probably wouldn't, mainly for the fact that I'll constantly have to recharge my hazard protection. But let's get into this. I think we'll be able to learn something new from here. But we got this here. Oh, this is our first little memory token of the Viking. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. I see 2 large aliens locked in combat. Eventually one triumphs, leaving their victim to bleed to death. With the last of their strength, the vanquished alien gestures towards me. Let's accept the knowledge. The name Viking floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word of this alien tongue is seared into my brain. So what do we learn? We learned the Viking word for detection. Interesting. Alright, let's see what this gives us. Legacy of Nikud Olum. The imprint of an ancient civilization was once absorbed by this strange marker. The story of the Vikings somehow spills out in the language of my own people. So now we could seek help with language, or we can seek knowledge of the past. In the interest of making a little bit more money, we're going to go for seek knowledge of the past. And this is going to lead us to another type of ruin that allows us to hopefully get something that's quite valuable. So we need to get to this little symbol over here. That treasure chest symbol. So let's do another jump and let's get over there. Good thing with thrusters, it's not going to take us an hour. The one thing I love about this game is the pulse engine. Turns something that will take a week into maybe 30 seconds, if that. This is the exact type of ruin that I wanted to find. So if we take a look in the ground, we have these little artifact fragments here. We need to actually go ahead and dig all of these up in order to unearth the treasure box, which is right there. There we go. So let's go ahead and unearth all of these things. Where's our terrain manipulator? There we go. Was it here? There it is. Okay, let's take this box and we get an ancient key. I believe we need 3 of these, but I'm gonna unearth all of these artifact fragments just to have some for the next time. So let's dig down to this one. I don't know why my crosshair is so small on this thing. That's one little bug that hasn't been fixed yet, is that you can't change the size of your mining. So unfortunately I have to dig through all of this just to get down to the artifact fragment. If you guys know of a way to increase the size of the little ball, let me know, because if I switch to create, you guys see I can go up and down, but for mine I can't change it at all. So let me know if you guys know a way to fix that, because I would greatly appreciate being able to change the size of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the rest of these, and then I will meet you guys when we open up the big box. Alright, so I've dug my way down to the large artifact crate, and we've picked up 6 of these ancient keys. And like I said, we only need 3, so we'll have more than enough for the next box we find. But let's see what we get out of this. Unsealed photographs. Let's see how much that costs, because the only thing we can do with this is sell it. And it sells for 103,000 units. That's not too much. I think I sold one for 1.5 mil one time. So it's definitely RNG on what you get out of it, but every little bit helps, especially when you're just starting out. Now, rather than selling it in this system, we're gonna actually jump to the next system and see what we can get into. So let's go ahead and pull up our galactic map one more time, and let's jump to the next system. So let's see, where do we want to go? We met the Viking, we met the Gek. Let's see if we can meet the Korvax. Okay, it looks like we got a Korvax system here. Let's jump to this place and we can meet the 3rd of our alien races. Yeah, this is what we're supposed to see, not that black screen. And definitely not the freeze that we just got there. But this looks so much better than just looking at a black screen. And we get to see our ship in action. I have to say, the first ship is definitely a good looking ship. I know everyone's ship looks pretty much the same at the beginning, but it is a nice ship. Can't lie about that. Okay, we're in a new system. So let's check out these planets first off before we get into... What's this about? Starship monitoring systems report. Hyperdrive error. Warp fuel depleted. Yeah, we don't have any more. Searching for a fuel source. Searching. Warp fuel source in 16... Accept guidance to fuel source. Sure. Guidance accepted. Plotting route. Highmall planet. I've never heard of that either. So it looks like we need to find another fuel source. But let's check out the rest of these planets first. Alright, what do you have to offer? You are a scalding planet. You have selenium, pure ferrite, phosphorus, and copper. Let's see. You have, a freighter. You have your Highmall planet. You have frost crystal. I love when these freighters come in. They brighten up the entire system. But you have frost crystal, sodium dioxide, and copper. Are there any other planets? Oh, there's one hiding behind the rings here. Let's see, what do you have to offer? Low atmosphere, salt, pure ferrite, and copper. I think there might be only 3 in this system. There might be some hiding behind that big planet there. Yeah, I already looked at this one. Yeah, there might be a planet hiding behind this one here. But we're gonna go ahead and find... Oh no, there's one right here behind me. Let's check out this one. What do you have to offer? You're a charred planet. Selenium, pure ferrite, phosphorus, and copper. I actually think there's another little moon here for this planet. Let's see if we can scan this moon. Let's get closer. Alright, looks like we're finally close enough to give this moon a scan. Let's see what you have on you. Frozen moon, frost crystal, cobalt dioxide, and copper. Okay, that might be something interesting to check out maybe later, but let's get over to this fuel source, and then I think we're gonna end on the space station talking to some Viking. Alright, but let's check out this fuel source. Let's see exactly what we have to do. Yeah, this planet looks pretty boring. Definitely doesn't look like there's any water anywhere. This is our fuel source? Let's land over here. Maybe this will lead us to a fuel source. That seems to be how things work. Sunny planet. Not right now. Standard, sentinels, ample flora, and ordinary fauna. I like finding these places here because we get to learn a lot of the different words of the system. But let's check out the wisdom of the Korvax. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns towards me. Light steams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. Let's accept their knowledge. The name Korvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. I just learned the Korvax word for rare. Let's check out some of these other words. We learned the word for warning. Any else? Alright, we got the word for Korvax. Well, I feel like that should have been the first word. But let's see what this thing has to offer. Oh, my life support is actually kind of low. Let's use this thing I picked up from one of those little boxes that are around space stations. Alright, let's get up here and let's see what we have to do for this fuel source. Readying anomaly detection protocols. This structure is unlike anything I've encountered on my journey so far. Everything about it is so obviously alien, so obviously out of place. As I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind, a strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler or is it friend? It is traveler. It feels strange responding to questions I'm unsure that I am being asked. But something has clearly taken notice of my reply. I'm overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken, that someone is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first or is it last? Am I the first to this system? I doubt it, so I'm gonna say last. I doubt I'm the last as well. I do not know how I'm being spoken to. This monolith is ancient, and I cannot escape the feeling it has asked these questions many times over. It asks again, has it seen the Crimson Eye? Has the Crimson Eye seen it? If it's talking about that red stuff that we saw when we first were at our ship, then I guess both. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. Breach detected. Alert, alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Okay. Oh, and it gives us a warp cell. That's awesome. Okay, so we're not going to warp just yet. I actually think I'm going to end the episode here on this hot planet. I'm still searching for the perfect planet for us to settle down in. My goal with this series is really get along the veins of Vintage Beef and his Conan Exile series. I'll link a video so you guys can check out that series, but I really want to get along the same lines of that, where I do a bunch of stuff on my own time and then we do all the fun stuff together. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And also, do me a favor and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. If you didn't like it, however, leave a comment, let me know why. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.